Guys, something is wrong with the world. In the past 4 days, more than 5 plane crashes. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm going to show you some. Without claiming responsibility, Putin apologizes for Azerbaijan plane crash. Airline cancel flights to Russia. So this plane crashed, and then the Azerbaijan president is accusing Putin of shooting it down on Christmas Day. This is the accusation. Dutch commercial flight veers off runway in Norway, all on board unharmed. So everybody managed to survive. 29th of December. Okay, in South Korea, the plane was about to land and crashed, and 179 people, only 2 people survived, and those 2 are the crew members. Passengers report flames as Air Canada flight suffers suspected landing gear issue after landing. Look at the dates. December 29th. So nobody knows why all these planes are crashing. Maybe some people know, but we civilians, we don't know. But I have some theories. I'm just going to say one of them. But the other ones, I'll leave it to my own personal consumption. Now remember that this is a conspiracy theory. I feel that somehow there is some electromagnetic pulse somewhere that is causing these planes to malfunction. Basically anything with electricity, especially things that are in the air. Maybe their compass. One of them, the landing gear couldn't pull out. So the air traffic controller directed them to another landing strip. And the pilot did a good job of landing the plane. The plane landed properly without legs. The problem was that they built a fence at the end of the landing strip. And you know, the plane does not have legs. The legs couldn't pull out. You know, the pilot couldn't apply brake, so he was just depending on the wind to stop the plane. Unfortunately, the plane ran into the fence, and that was how a lot of people died. So I feel, maybe, who knows, that there is something that knocked out, affected either magnetism or electricity in the air that is affecting this thing. Who knows? But it's not entirely impossible, because the sun has solar flares every now and then, and some of this weapon testing can affect some of these compasses and electrical installations, you know. But who knows? Another one is that it could be completely random, but it's random. It's not random for 3 or 4 planes around the world to crash on the same date. It doesn't make sense, right? If you know how airplanes are prepared to fly, you know that it's almost impossible for the plane to break down, because they built in so many prevention mechanisms for a crash. You know, before the plane can even, some planes can't even take off unless all the lights are on, and those lights are telling you the different parts of the plane. It's not like a car that can drive even if something is wrong. You know, your carburetor is bad, your car can still drive, start and drive. Your AC is bad, your car can still drive. But planes will show you all the lights. You have to check them all off before the plane will start. Some planes though. And then there are engineers for every landing. The maintenance crew will go and do their maintenance, refuel the plane and everything. For the plane to crash, to me, I believe that most plane crashes, maybe not all, but most plane crashes are engineered. It was done on purpose. Somebody did something in the plane before takeoff. According to statistics, most plane crashes happen in the airport, like 90 something. I think, is it 98% of plane crashes happen in the airport. All right, or just within 2 miles from the airport. Either the plane is trying to land and crash, or it just took off and then it crashes. Who remembers Aliyah? Aliyah in the year 2000 or so, their plane crashed just from taking off the airport. It took off and crashed down. In fact, people at the airport can still see the plane where it crashed. Same thing with Dr. Miles Monroe. Who remembers Dr. Miles Monroe, the great preacher, one of my favorite pastors in the world? He and his wife were in their own jet, and they flew out of the airport and crashed right after the airport. I suspect that most of these things were engineered. Somebody did it. Do you understand? It's my own personal suspicions, but who knows? So if you have a better theory about why these things are happening, you let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share. And also,